Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies Top 5. Today we're going to be doing the top 5 coolest looking wonder weapons, and this was requested by just another Star Wars gamer. So this is definitely a really cool video that I've never seen on YouTube before. There are some amazing wonder weapons that look so awesome. So what I did was I asked on Twitter, and these are the top 5 answers that I received the most out of everyone. So without further ado, before we get into the video, if you do enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on notifications, and if you do end up subscribing, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will use your comment in the beginning of the next video like all these people on screen. And also, if you have any top 5 ideas, make sure to comment them down below. I'm always looking through the comments every single video to see any comments that you guys put down there. So if you want me to know anything or see anything, just comment and chances are I'll see it. So anyways guys, without further ado, let's get right into the top 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot, guys, is going to be the Wunderwaffe DG2. Now the Wunderwaffe honestly looks like one of the best wonder weapons. We first saw it in Chino Numa, then Derice. We saw it in Call of the Dead after you killed George, and it was like a power up then. We saw it in the Giant, we saw it in some Zombies Chronicles maps, and it shoots electricity, which makes it for an epic looking gun. Now there's a power core kind of on the stock that you can see electricity moving from, and then there's 3 bulbs on the left hand side of the weapon as well, where you push down the red thing, they all pop out, put them back in, and then flip up the red thing again. It just looks really cool. The bulbs lighting up, and there's a bulb like in the back that lights up as well. You can see the electricity just moving through it every single time you shoot, and it just looks absolutely epic. I really like the end prongs as well. It just looks epic because electricity will go around it even in resting mode, just a little bit, like a little charge. It doesn't actually shoot anything unless you pull the trigger, but still electricity is like surging through it, which makes it look awesome. So coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the Wunderwaffe DG2. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be a weapon that has 4 different variations. You have the Blundergat, you have the Sweeper, which is the pack-a-punch version of the Blundergat, you have the Acid Gat, and the Vat Ralick Withering. Now all 4 of these different variations of the weapon look phenomenal, but I would say the Vat Ralick Withering looks the best because it has the acid flowing through it. That green, like really bright green that's flowing through it, looks so cool on the Vat Ralick Withering. It gives the wolf the green eyes, and there's a wolf there sticking its tongue out, and the wolf head like flips up when you're reloading it. Overall, there's like gold engravings on it. There's wood as well, which adds to it. The iron sight and the chain on the left hand side. I mean, this is one of the best looking wonder weapons for sure of all time, and I'm really happy that a lot of people actually ended up voting for this one. I was going to put it higher on the list, but I decided not to because I don't like to be too biased. I mean, Mob of the Dead's my favorite and I really love it, but at the same time I need to make decent top 5s so not everyone gets triggered. But personally, I think this wonder weapon looks amazing. It looks so old and like rustic in a sense, so I gave it the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Paralyzer. Now the Paralyzer is one of the coolest looking wonder weapons for sure. It has the 2 things like gyrating in the middle of it that you can see, and it has all the prongs and gears moving all the time, which makes it look awesome. The things like kind of like an engine moving up and down, they're like pistons, which looks cool. And another really cool thing about this weapon is the colors. It changes from blue to red when it's like almost been using all its power, and the numbers move like a dial as well, which is really cool. Now when you pack a punch it, it becomes the Petrifier, so it's like green, and I think the Petrifier looks a lot better than just the regular Paralyzer, but that's just my opinion. But overall, I like how the colors change the more it's being used, and the gears moving all the time and up and down and everything like that. It just looks like a really cool wonder weapon that was nothing that we'd really seen before. It doesn't look like a gun, it looks more like just something weird and like a really interesting looking thing that's moving kind of like a clock. And that's what I love about Buried as well. Like a lot of different things are a little bit different because it is kind of futuristic, but it's also like old Western town styled and everything. So that's why I put the Paralyzer at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the 3179 JGB215, aka the baby gun. Now this one is not going to look as good right now because I'm showing Black Ops 1 gameplay, but in Black Ops 3 it actually looks fantastic. You can see the green dragon on it, and the really cool thing about this weapon, it was actually developed by Maxis, and it shoots basically mist from the Fountain of Youth, which is really cool, and that's why it turns the zombies into babies. Now having like the round drum and those little things that move on the left hand side, it just looks so cool. In my opinion, this is my favorite wonder weapon out of all of them. Having the wood stock as well, it gives it kind of like an older feel, and then having like that big thing on the end that like disperses the mist at the zombies to turn them into babies does look really cool as well. I think that this weapon just looks so sick, and on the side of it, it has the name 3179 JGB215. I'll show a high def like picture of it on screen right now so you guys can get like a closer feel for what it looks like, because I know Black Ops 1 is kind of a little hard to see all the detail in it, but this gun is really detailed, especially in Chronicles, so that's why I gave it the number 2 spot. Coming in at the honorable mention spot, and I didn't want to even put these on the list because they all look amazing, but the staffs and the bows, I kind of had to put it as like one thing, because let's be real here, like all the staffs and all the bows look fantastic. I mean, they are some of the best looking wonder weapons that we have ever seen in zombies, so I didn't even want to include this in the top 5 because it's just kind of unfair. Like, I'm not going to put like the fire staff at number 5 and then the wind staff at number 4 and then like the fire bow at number 3. Like it would just be stupid. So I would say that the honorable mention is going to be the staffs and the bows, because they all look freaking dope. Like every single one of them looks unique and different, and that's what I really like about it. I think as far as like all the bows go though, I would say that the void bow probably looks the best out of all of them, just because of the purple color. It looks so different from like anything else we've seen, so that would definitely be my pick for like my favorite out of those 8 different ones. But obviously I didn't want to include it on the list because they all look so good, so that's why I put it as the honorable mention. And coming in at the number 1 spot, no surprises here probably, that is going to be the Apothic Servant. Now the Apothic Servant looks so different from any wonder weapon that we have ever seen in zombies. It doesn't look like a gun, it literally looks like an Apothicon that you basically fist, and I am not trying to sound like, you know, gross or anything about it, but it is pretty weird. And it's like, the coolest thing about this is the tentacles. The color of it looks so interesting because it's like moving the entire time, and also it's probably the best wonder weapon as well. Now some people would disagree, but I think it's pretty much hands down the best wonder weapon that we've ever seen in zombies, just because of the effect that it has. You just shoot it and all the zombies go flying into it, kind of like the Gersh device in a black hole, and it looks so sick. Like, I just love how it looks. Even like the regular version before it's even pack-a-punched on Revelations looks awesome. Like the coloring of everything just looks so sick, and then when you pack-a-punch it on Rev, it just gives it that like really vibrant, colorful look, which looks awesome as well. So I would give that number 1 spot to the Apothic Servant for the best looking wonder weapon we've ever seen in Call of Duty Zombies. A lot of people agreed with me. It was the most requested on Twitter for the best looking one, so I kind of have to give it hands down without a doubt to the Apothic Servant. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit different than like a traditional top 5. We're just talking about guns and how they look, but at the same time, I mean, you can't really go wrong with some of the wonder weapons in zombies because they all look so cool. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in Black Ops 3, adding new maps. That means new wonder weapons, and chances are they're going to look really cool. So I'm definitely excited to see what they have in store for us guys. But anyways, my name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.